What's up, everybody? Happy Halloween. Today we're doing another tier list. Today we're doing basically all of the horror movies I could think of. It's not a long list, to be honest, because I've seen so many horror movies throughout my life that this could be a probably 2-hour video, and I wasn't about to do that. So I think about 55 movies here. I'll show you all the movies and everything. Honestly, I think I'm gonna have to go with the ranking system on this one is basically going to be on how scary it actually is and how good it is. Because I mean, to me, bro, horror movies are not really scary. They're more funny, if anything. And I'm not trying to be like that guy where it's like, oh, like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't get scared. But you know what I mean? Like, after you've seen a ton, bro, they're just not that, they just don't hit like that, bro. So when it hits, that's how you know it's good. So anyways, let's get right into it. If you haven't seen the other tier list, then I'll put the whole thing up here. And yeah, I put this one together with just all the movies that came to mind. A few of them have sequels on here, but if it's like a trilogy or like the Saw movie is on here, dude, that has like 10 fucking movies. I am not gonna do all 10 movies. Like, I'll just give my opinion on the series as a whole. We're starting off with The Haunting in Connecticut. Now, The Haunting in Connecticut is a good movie. I do like it. It gets an extra factor at the fact that it was based on real events that had happened. So honestly, The Haunting in Connecticut for me, gotta go A. It's not like the scariest, but just the fact that it is based on some real events is good. Now, Scream as a whole series, I mean, it's okay. I don't think it's scary. Honestly, Scary Movie ruined a lot of these movies for me because, bro, anytime I see them, I just instantly think of the Scary movies. You know what I mean? Scary Movie 1, 2, 3. So Scream for me, to be honest, while they are good movies, especially the newer ones are all right. I'm gonna give it a B just as a series whole. It is a classic. I get that. Not really my thing. Next up, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Bro, I used to love this movie. I didn't do a video on this one. I think I did a video on The Hills Have Eyes before. But Texas Chainsaw Massacre is also a fire movie. Scary? Not really. I guess if you think that like these fucking weirdos hunting you down is scary, but like in terms of jump scares, scary scenes, stuff like that, not really, but enjoyable. So B. I like the premise too. Now, As Above, So Below. This was like a found footage type of movie, I'm pretty sure. And this is under the Paris catacombs. I loved this movie. Dude, I thought this movie was real. I dead ass thought this movie was real. It fooled me. You know what I mean? There's very few movies that have fooled me into thinking that they are real. This one, Snow on the Bluff, Blair Witch did get me, but I watched that when I was like super young. This one I was still like maybe 10, you know what I mean? And this shit fooled me. So that's got to get an S. The premise, I fuck with the catacombs thing. That's dope. You can just do a whole lot of ideas with that, you know what I mean? Michael Myers, Halloween. Never watched the older ones because I'm pretty sure they didn't start in the 2000s. I think these are older anyways. But fire movies. Honestly, not really scary. Like, that's my thing. They're not really scary, but he is a GOAT. Mike Myers is definitely a GOAT. Paranormal Activity. Now, the first one was definitely creepy. But, bro, like, if you can see right here, this has got like fucking 4 or 5 movies, bro. Like, just overdid it way too much, honestly. First one was good. And then it just, bro, they just dragged it out way too long. So I got to give the series as a whole a C. First one, if I was just doing the first one would be a B. But the rest of it brings it down, to be real with you. Resident Evil. Bro, dude, it's not the games, bro. You feel me? Like, it's not, I kind of want to put it in trash just because of like how good the games are compared to the movie. But honestly, it's not the worst shit ever. So we're going to do this. Honestly, might even have to add I'm adding D, to be honest with you guys, because this shit deserves D. All right. Brightburn. I don't think I've ever seen this movie. Devil. Trash as fuck. If you've ever seen this movie, you know it's garbage. Takes place entirely in an elevator, which granted could have been executed really well. Like, the original Saw movie was all shot in one room and it was amazing. This, bro, fucking garbage, dude. Dead ass. Alien, I've seen a couple of the Alien movies. They're all right. I mean, they're really, obviously, like, they're a fucking staple in horror movies. I don't really know if I consider them horror, though. It's like a sci-fi thriller, if anything. I guess the original ones were more scary. I'm gonna give it a C. All right, Five Nights at Freddy's. Actually, not a terrible movie. I thought this movie was gonna be fucking garbage. I was pleasantly surprised. Plus, they had Shaggy in it.
I always come back.
I can't be too mad about Shaggy. This is better than I thought. This is actually getting a C. I've never looked into the lore of Five Nights at Freddy's or anything like that, so I had no clue about anything. I could kind of see where it was going, but, you know, movie, pretty good. The Fly, actually, shout out to Revan. He told me to add this. I unfortunately have never seen this, so if you know what this is about, please let me know down below. I might have to watch it at some point. I'm recording this a little bit before Halloween, obviously, so I still got some time to watch some scary movies. The Last Exorcism. This is a really good horror movie. Plus, it is pretty scary. Yeah, hey. All right, thanks, Killing. Like, you know, I had to put this on my list just because I've seen this movie not 100 times, but I've seen it, and it's fucking trash for a horror movie.
Oh, fuck.
But if this is a worst horror movies list, honestly, this might have to just get... No, I'm not putting that in S. Honestly, I'm going to give it a... Arguably, it should be in trash, but I'm going to give it a D just because I fuck with it. Insidious, bro. The first Insidious 1 and 2, fire movies. Like, fire movies. I don't know how old I was when I watched this. I was definitely not a little kid, and these things were still scary. It's just the suspense, you know what I mean? There's really not even too many scary moments. Maybe when, like, the devil dude sticks his face next to the dad. Oh my god, bro. Plus the red door, like, oh, the story is so good too. I didn't do the rest of the series in here. Insidious, though, fire series for sure. Like, one of the newer, I don't even think it's new anymore, but one of the more recent horror movie franchises that I think is actually amazing. A Quiet Place, honestly, same thing. A Quiet Place 1, I've seen 1 and 2. I have not seen the new one that came out. I think The Quiet Place honestly deserves a B. It's good. I like the premise. Bro, it's just like, it's the quietness of it, I guess. Like, you know what I mean? I don't really care for it. I get the premise. That's cool. I don't know. Not that scary either, to be real with you. Just more like suspenseful. Now, this is fucking garbage. All right? I watched the Winnie the Pooh one. Not terrible. Now I watched the Mickey Mouse one since Steamboat Willie. Is that his name? Steamboat Willie? Whatever. One of them went off the copyright. So now you can, like, use him fully licensed, free, no copyright. And yeah, this is like one of the first big things that happened with it was the Mousetrap movie. And this fucking sucks ass, dude. It's basically like, it's honestly kind of similar to the Five Nights at Freddy, but just way worse. Like, oh my god. I watched this as a troll. This shit was fucking trash, bro. That's it. It deserves it. Quarantine. First out, I forget the actor's name, but shout out to her. She played Dexter's sister in Dexter. If you haven't seen that shit, watch that. I love this movie. It's not that great, but it was good for the time when I watched it. Like, I was pretty little when I watched this movie. I'm giving that a C. I don't think it will hold up to today's standards. All right, Leprechaun. If I'm giving it as a full series, Leprechaun arguably is probably a D. D or C. It's not like the scariest, but this one right here, Leprechaun Back to the Hood. Oh my god, bro. Like, if you remember the whole meme, like, what's up, my ninja? Bro, that's literally where this came from. You feel me? Like, I promise you, that is where this came from.
What's up, ninjas?
Fire movie. So good. This one, the first one, even Leprechaun 3 was alright. And then they just started getting ridiculous. You know what I mean? The Ring. Alright. I mean, this is basically one of, like, the most goated. You know what I mean? This is one of the most recognizable things in all of scary movies. Also, this movie was also sort of ruined by the Scary Movie comedy series kind of thing for me.
Cindy, this bitch is messing up my floor.
Bro, yeah, I don't know. If you've seen the scene where she crawls out and, like, the lady starts fucking her up, you feel me? They start punching each other. Bro, so fire, dude. Like, I don't even care to watch the Ring movie again. I'll watch the Scary Movie, but still goated, deserves the S tier. Saw. Okay, the first 3 absolute S tiers, bro, like 100% S tiers. The rest of them is going to bring down the series, though. I have to give Saw probably an A. It's honestly not that scary. I have to give it an A just off of the personal love I have for it, bro. Me and my boy Seth have watched every Saw movie, basically, besides maybe the newest one. Bro, we spent so many hours watching these movies. Probably the reason why, you know what I mean? A little fucked up in the head today, because no bullshit, we was too young to be watching these shits back to back to back to back. But, bro, great series, especially the first 3. The first 3 are super goated. Then the story just kind of gets, like, mad confusing, bro. Constantly changing people, constantly changing, just too much shit. All right, The Terrifier. I'm giving it a D, dude, honestly. Like, personally, if I'm gonna watch a movie like this, I'm just gonna watch Saw. You know what I mean? It's a gore fest kind of thing. Normally, those aren't really, like, my favorite type of movies. I don't think it's scary. The new one, I heard a lot of people left the theaters within the first 10 minutes. My boy went and watched it, too. He told me what happened, so I'm not gonna spoil it. But, yeah, I mean, if you like gory movies, you'll probably like this. But as far as, like, a story goes, like, he's literally just a psychotic serial killer massacring people. So, I don't know, like, probably gonna have to give that a D, to be real. Honestly, nah, C. Can't put it on the same thing as this, bro. Can't. The Grudge. Okay, The Grudge is actually pretty scary. Also another, like, super recognizable movie. I'm gonna give it an A, though. I'm not going too hard. Yo, shout out to Sam Cuz from Trick or Treat. Fire movie. Honestly, yeah, it deserves the B. I was gonna do C, but I think it's better than a C tier. I think it stands up with these. Low key movie too. I feel like nobody ever talks about this movie, but this kid, oh bro, when I first watched this, I was actually like, holy shit, what the fuck is this? Blair Witch. This deserves the S just off the simple fact that basically, like, popularized found footage type of movies in general. You know what I mean? Nobody was doing this. This had tricked a ton of people on the first release of it. Mad people thought this was real. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, bro. When you cause a reaction like that, then you know you did something right. So, Blair Witch for sure deserves an S tier. Oh, here we go. All right. 28 Days Later, brother, S tier. Like, I kind of think both of these deserve S tier, but this is like one of the most perfect zombie movies ever. The ending, oh my God. If you haven't seen this, bro, go watch this movie. Like, it's the perfect time, bro. It's Halloween. Go watch this movie. It's not the scariest, but bro, it is possibly one of the greatest, if not the greatest zombie movie ever made. Straight up, that's it. Now, 28 Weeks Later, I want to also give it this, but I'm going to go one below just because the impact that this one had was insane. And honestly, I'm kind of still hoping for a sequel. You know what I mean? At some point. It's been so long, but I want it. I don't care when. Nightmare on Elm Street. All right, you gotta remember, this is mine. I'm not gonna lie, I'm giving it a C. Is Freddy scary? Yeah, I feel like he's more scary looking than anything, you know what I mean? Especially the older movies. The older movies is like, dude, this is just like kind of just looks like a pedophile, bro. No bullshit, you feel me? Like, he's mad, creepy, sneaking into kids' cribs, killing them in their dreams. I don't know, bro. Not really my shit. Gotta show some respect. I'll give him a B off the respect, honestly. Final Destination as a whole series. Oh, this is literally why I don't drive behind trucks that hold like logs or anything big on it. You see those trucks on the highway that are carrying things? I don't drive behind them. I purposely move the fuck over. I'm getting away from that because I've seen this movie. I've seen all these movies, bro. I know everything that can go wrong, and I've seen it all go wrong. I'm not putting myself in that position, bro. You feel me? Getting a B. It's not the greatest. I don't think it stands up to Saw. I don't know. I put them in similar veins, but it's not the same thing. Silent Hill. I like the premise a lot. I don't think it deserves the S, even though it's like a cult classic, you know what I mean? It's like a classic movie. I just don't think it deserves it. The Hills Have Eyes. The Hills Have Eyes 1. This is not the original one. I actually made a video on the original one because this is technically based off of a true story as well. I think The Hills Have Eyes is one of the better movies. You feel me? Like, same thing. Hills Have Eyes 2, I don't think was as strong as this one. I think that kind of holds up to the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, but the first one was just too good, bro. Too good. Dead Silence. I watched this when it came out, not like in the theaters. Obviously, I was mad young, but I had seen this. This thing actually freaked me out. I think I watched Chucky when I was way younger, so Chucky scared me more, but this was on that same vein. It is pretty scary. Looking back on it now, if I watched it, bro, I would just fuck this doll up. I ain't even playing with it. Drag Me to Hell. Like, dude, this was like bad, but also I didn't mind it that much. Like, it was pretty fucking trash, though. You know what I mean? Pretty garbage horror movie. Drag Me to Hell.
You're mine!
I kind of forget the entire premise, but it reminded me a lot of Devil, not the exact same. It's close, though. Midsummer. This is one of those, like, no jump scares, really suspenseful. Like, you're like, what the fuck is happening the whole time? I literally just put my boy Rob onto this yesterday as of me recording this, and he watched it last night. He literally said, bro, fire movie, 10 out of 10, any more like that. So, you know what I mean? If you need any more review, this is coming from a kid who's watched hundreds, if not thousands of movies in his life, bro. You go to his crib, his entire wall, fucking movies, DVDs, bro. You feel me? So, this is his first time watching it, and he said 10 out of 10. Take that as a recommendation. If you haven't watched this yet, watch that. Predator, honestly.
Get to the chopper!
Predator kind of same vein as Alien. I always thought Predator looked sicker, though. Like, why the fuck am I going to be an alien, bro, when I could be a dope-ass, like, basically an assassin, dude. You know what I mean? You're an alien assassin. That's so much more better. Fuck that, so much more better. Wow, dude. My English teachers would be fucking disappointed. Shaun of the Dead. Not really a horror movie in my mind. It's kind of more of like that comedy movie. I kind of think I should have put the scary movies on here if I put this on. But nevertheless, good movie. Now, if I'm going to do that, I'm actually going to do Dawn of the Dead first. Dawn of the Dead, literally one of the greatest. Like I said, it's between these two. 28 Days Later, Dawn of the Dead. Bro, I think that 28 Days Later might just get the edge because it was made a little bit later with some better CGI, some better, you know what I mean, cameras, all that stuff. It looks a lot cleaner. Basically, picture Dead Rising. If you've ever played the game Dead Rising, this is it. Or like, it's sort of similar to Left 4 Dead, honestly. That's how it reminds me of. It's so good, bro. I don't know if I can even say enough about it. It's so good. Jeepers Creepers. All right. Honestly, I'm giving Jeepers Creepers a D, bro. I don't really care about it. American Psycho. All right. This is another one of those that I don't think is like scary. I think the guy's a fucking weirdo. It is like, I want to give it up here just because of like, it is a cult classic. But honestly, I might just give it an S just off of the memes that it produces. The one where he's like, that one, fucking love that meme, dude. Anything it says on it, I don't care, bro. Fire. Or the walking into work, how I look versus what's in my headphones. Like, bro, all the memes, this thing deserves an S, bro. It's put in its work.
Why isn't it possible?
It's just not.
Why not, you stupid bastard?
Cloverfield. This is basically like a kaiju for America, is what I saw a description for. And honestly, I think that hits perfectly. I think Cloverfield was pretty good. Not that scary, but it was pretty good. Evil Dead Rise. Actually, one of the more recent movies. I don't think I've watched the other Evil Dead movies. This was the first time I watched the Evil Dead movie. That's why I didn't put the rest of the series on here. Surprisingly good. Good jump scares, good timing. The music was on point. The suspense was on point. I have no complaints. Don't think it's an S tier, but it was all right. Quarantine 2. I think that's going D. Don't think it was as strong as the first Quarantine. First Quarantine was like that same type of found footage type of thing almost. And it was just a good time, bro, watching that. All throughout the apartment buildings, you know what I mean? Just sick ass movie. Wrong Turn. Dude, this is just the whole series. Realistically, these movies are fucking trash, dude. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I don't know how this has like 7 or 8 movies. These are trash movies, but I always die laughing at these. Like, always die laughing. And for that, it's going C. Like, they're literally basically a bunch of inbred hillbillies that hunt random people that take the wrong turn and end up near their house or in their woods. You know what I mean? You can watch any of the series, bro. You could start with whatever the fuck number. It doesn't matter. All the same premise. If you like gore stuff, you'll probably like that. If you think horror movies are funny, that's what you should watch. Now, Psycho. Apparently, this is a really popular movie. It's like a classic. I've never watched it. Maybe I'm missing out. I don't know. I'll watch it at some point, maybe. Black Swan. Dude, I don't think Black Swan is scary. I don't think it's trash. Like, it's an okay movie. I get it. But, I mean, bro, it's a fucking swan, dog. Like, you feel me? I mean, I don't know. For me, not, like, it just wasn't it. And this was really popular at the time when it came out. Like, I remember hearing about this a lot. Tons of commercials, everything. You see the trailer all the time for it. I just never cared about this movie. Friday the 13th. Where did I put him? Where did I put Freddy? All right. Jason goes above Freddy in my mind. Freddy versus Jason? Bro, fuck Freddy. Jason, bro. Jason's a real one. You feel me? Don't go to Crystal Lake, cuz that's his spot. Don't do it. Winnie the Pooh. I want to give it trash, but honestly, was way more enjoyable than this. This is like that stupid, funny, like, this is on the same thing as Thanksgiving. These two movies, exact same. Dumb as fuck, hilarious, but I guess a horror movie in some sense. What is this one? Teeth. Oh my god. Teeth. Terrible movie. Terrible movie. If you know about Teeth, you know, not scary. I guess the premise is fucking terrifying. Basically, how can I say this? Woman with teeth in her vagina. You can see where that's going.
You sure you don't want to tell us how this happened?
Movie was trash. Cabin in the Woods was alright. Not the best, not the worst. I'm trying not to make this video too long, to be honest with you, because I don't want my editor to have to work crazy. Silence of the Lambs. Dude, this is a GOAT movie, alright? This one actually holds up. I remember this is like if you're in America, this is basically a high school classic. I'm pretty sure they show this in most high schools. At least if you end up taking like a history or like I took a U in the law class, which was like some random shit. But this is what they showed us. Crazy good movie, dude. And holds up. I mean, I forget who plays the dude Hannibal or whatever, the guy that's locked up, but he is terrifying. Like, he is a guy that would basically put some fear into you. You feel me? Dude, I feel like I'm missing a really big one, dude. Oh my god, No Country for Old Men. Is that the one with the weird guy? And he makes people flick the coin.
Call it.
If that was on this list, which I definitely forgot it, that's going A or S too. That guy is terrifying. The Conjuring I think was okay. I haven't seen The Conjuring in a while. I didn't really care for The Conjuring 2 also. Now, Hereditary. Midsummer, Hereditary, both A12 or A24 films, both by the Ari, I'm forgetting your last name, bro. I know it's Ari Aster, I think. Fire. Hereditary, definitely a good watch. A little bit more scary than Midsummer. Like it's got more of like an actual horror movie premise, but it's also like, dude, you're trying to figure out what the fuck is even going on. And the ending has a lot of debates about what happened. I'm not really gonna give my opinion because I don't want to spoil it in case you haven't watched it. Because this is one of the very few, like any of the movies on this S tier, I would tell you to watch. Like, I would not even be lying. I would tell you to watch these. You feel me? Anything else, give or take, you know what I mean? Besides 28 Weeks Later, honestly. 28 Weeks Later, you fucking better watch that movie. Maybe A through B, I would tell you to watch. Anything else? Nah, I don't really care if you watch it or not. Human Centipede. Get this fucking thing. Dude, how did this even get a sequel? I'm pretty sure this might even be a trilogy at this point. Disgusting, bro. Disgusting. Idea, disgusting. Whoever's brain this came out of, bro, you gotta check on that guy. Like, no cap. That is some crazy shit. The Shining, also another goated movie. Shout out to Stephen King. I don't really think it's that scary. Jack Nicholson as a guy is pretty scary. Like, he's very he's got that look to him where it's like, dude, this guy Either he could be a famous actor, or he could literally be a crackhead that's like going to stab you. You feel me? I don't know why. Just look at that face. He's always giving me those vibes though. Every movie he's in, he's always that guy that gives like those weird or crazy type undertones. And yeah, I don't know. He nails that perfectly. Shout out to Jack Nicholson. Chucky. Bro, not Child's Play. Child's Play was fire as fuck too. Child's Play is like one of the original movies that like scared me as a kid. I was not fucking with Chucky.
I'm Chucky, and I'm your friend to the end. Heidi fucking ho.
But Chucky is also one of the GOATs. I'm not gonna put him in S, just because I feel like S is kind of already stacked. But yeah, this is the list right here. Let me know if you think I missed any like for sure movies, bro. There were so many movies. Like I said, bro, things are still coming to mind as I'm making the video right now. But anyways, if you think I missed anything that is like super important that definitely should have been here, let me know down below and let me know where you would have put it. Let me know if you think my rankings are fucking ass. I don't care, but it's good to know that people don't like my opinion. Either way, this is the final tier list. I think this is alright. I ain't gonna hold you. Like this is nice. You feel me? Never watched. Let me know if I should watch any of these. And like I said, I could have made this a way longer video. I'm trying to not go beyond 30 minutes. But anyways, if you've been watching, shout out to everybody that's been supporting lately, commenting, watching, liking, all that shit. I appreciate you a lot. And shout out to the actual viewer who sent me this idea, because I wasn't gonna do this. I was just gonna do another worst horror movies video. But I figured, hey, I like tier lists. They had hit me up on Instagram and told me, yo, you should do a tier list of horror movies for Halloween. And I fucked with that idea. So you know who you are. Shout out to you. You've made this far. Appreciate you. Stay safe. Definitely stay safe. It's Halloween. Stay safe. Get laid. This is